Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Many Polos.
Fucking Craig.
Fuck
Okay,
Craig. I live this earth.
The hand of fate tosses. The dice rolls, spins, turns. A campaign starts and ends, leaving memories that become stories. Stories flow out into the infinite sea, painting it with legends. Legends wash up on the shores throughout the infinite sea, fading to myth until myths are forgotten, and the campaign that gave it birth comes again and again. The hand of fate tosses. The dice rolls, spins, turns. Hitherto, we left our adventurers known as the Shadow Seekers on the 4th level of Hell, Greed, where they had managed to sneak into Kai Shen's prison by using first Franklin's Dire Cricket scouts to follow the lead-lined hallways and look through their senses, before relying on Kai Shen's recommendation to ask for parley with the 100 to 300 crew on his ground-bound ship. And while Franklin sat in his trance looking through the crickets, Aganon appeared before Ash, Ezra, and Regina. Greetings ensued, and Ezra catches the giant coin that falls from the ceiling with Agonon's appearance into the new companion group. Franklin suddenly wakes up with an abrupt severing of his connection to his swarm, where Kaishin's prison guards, who had been counting coins, squashed the swarm that he sent in for scouting. The Shadow Seekers all attempt to sneak in after the swarm and are set upon by the alerted guards, and a battle rages on. Ash and Regina pop out of existence, and Mime and Faust pop into existence, and then Ash pops back into existence, and now it seems like Mame is popping back into existence. Where?
Boop, 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 boop. It continues.
Thought you were on one of these layers somewhere. Maybe I gotta do this. Just reminds me. Okay, yeah, you're there. I see you now. You blend into the background as always, being that gray.
You can't see me,
Skinned.
even though I'm giant.
There we go. Now you should be able to select yourself and move around and everything. Anyways, Ezra is nearly downed by several of the guards during the yellow-skinned guards during the fight with their emotional damaging swords, while Franklin rides and captures one of the two floating milky-eyed tentacled creatures in the pocket rocket and kills the other. Aganon, as a duck, suddenly turning into a duck in the middle of combat, attacks surprisingly successfully, with a bow against the mechanized defenders that had been mobilized after Ezra had torn apart a lot of the and created a nice mound of yellow-skinned enemies that he was holding back, along with a little bit of Mame's help intermittently and Faust's spell slinging. As well as Faust turns to Aganon and helpfully, what was the spell that you cast to turn him back to? Turn Aganon back into his form?
Dispel magic.
Dispel magic. Nice. At 9th,
it's a counter a 9th level spell. I had to roll pretty high.
Yeah, that was good. And then there was the announcement over a shoddy speaker system alerting everyone that they were, if they didn't stop to parley with a speaker that was inside the central room, they were going to flood the chambers and with electrified water in 5 minutes or less. At this point, I think you guys are down to about 3 minutes, something around that range, because you're still been fighting two against a few of the mechanized guards that were left. As well, that we left off exactly at the point, I believe, where it was Franklin's turn, or finishing up your turn, and you were going to take one of the torches and throw it at the TNT. Is what you said? Is when
Yeah, I did do that.
So I re-listened to just that part, and I guess we never did do that because we were all tired and it was like late. But I guess we never did do the throw either. So you're going to need to, yeah, if you have a
Make a throw action.
yeah.
What would that be? Strength?
No, I thought dexterity based is usually like the throwing stuff.
I'm gonna use either. I throw hard.
Okay,
It doesn't really matter. Which one do you want?
dexterity.
Hit! Come on, big money. 15. Big booms.
It lands on the wooded exterior of the TNT successfully, and it starts to catch. I don't think there'll
Nice.
be a boom yet.
Okay.
But
What can I say? That was look at my watch. Look at it. Look at my watch. Okay.
but I think that would put us back at the top of the order, because that's where we were ending off to, with you being at the end there. For Mame is now where we're at after you pop back into existence, with Ezra on deck and Ash to follow, and then Agnon.
Am I in the right map?
Should
I'm
be.
in a hallway.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
kind of
so
got.
last time I played, I remember we were fighting things in this hallway. We have not moved.
You kind of got booped a little bit, because you were like right around here, I want to say, last you were playing. But there's
Yeah.
now a mound of bodies there, along with the remnants of. You're probably coming back into existence with the tail end of a horde of crickets going into the vents and Franklin waving at you. And if you look back over your shoulder, you see Ezra licking some of his wounds, and Ash, standing next to him, was patting him and healing him, if I remember correctly. And Aghanon, you were conversing with the no longer duck, or Faust was conversing with the no longer duck Aghanon. There isn't
So,
any
but
enemies
we're
directly
in
in front of you.
combat.
Yep. You're probably saying, "Where's the enemy, Franklin?" Then, if anything, right now.
Franklin's the enemy?
No, I was saying you're probably asking
Don't put that in
Franklin.
people's heads.
You're probably asking Franklin, "Where's the
They'll start
enemy?"
to believe you.
Because
Something
you're
about
seeing
that
a bunch of
seems
dead
familiar.
corpses.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look around and be like, I'm just gonna hold my axe up and I'm gonna look at Franklin. I'm gonna look just kind of like shrug and look kind of sad. There's no place for my axe to land. Like, what do I do?
Can I respond?
Yeah, talk is a free action.
Okay. Is the door to the outside still open?
What door?
The door to the exterior behind you, is it still open? The one out
And I
over
see
here.
the door is open.
It's you're at the hallway. Or you're near the hallway and it's your turn. You go look.
I mean, I'm near the hallway, but I don't see a door.
No, to your left, or right down this way to the end of the hall where we came in. We need to escape. We're gonna get killed in here. They set off an alarm system. They're gonna flood the place and electrocute us. I don't have a good
Then why?
escape option. Yeah, well, I have a few, but
I mean,
if we could just
no, the
leave,
door
that
looks
would be
closed.
best.
The door definitely looks closed.
Okay. Maybe Faust could open
I
it.
don't
We
know if
need
that
to
means
get
it's
out of
locked,
here.
but
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
okay. Well, there's nothing for me to fight, so I'm gonna move a little bit more towards the door since that seems where we're going. And that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty. And then it would be Ezra's with Ash on deck.
I assume other people hear that.
Yes. Yeah, you guys should have all heard that conversation. You're all right within earshot easily enough.
We're gonna get killed if we stay here.
Ezra is just gonna wait for just basically there's nothing for me to kill. He's just gonna wait for Ash to go sick him and just stay right next to her.
Take the corpses.
Oh yeah, can we just shove these in the pocket rocket and keep them for
we
later?
need them. Yeah, I can ask them. I could get information from these guys later, but we need a tactical retreat.
How many you
We don't-
want?
As many as you could take.
Okay, Josh.
use them
what,
all.
What kind of check do you need me to lift
We'll
bodies?
eat well tonight.
So I think it would be more based upon your movement and I've not looked into something like this before, but
Your
I just
strength or your carry weight.
had a thought.
My carry weight? That's easy to figure out. It's 15 times my strength score, which 15 times 21. Really?
Well, times 21. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's like 350.
I can carry. I can carry 300. I can carry 315 pounds.
How many men?
How
is
many-
Oh
that?
damn.
How many bodies can I carry?
How many men
Ah.
is that?
Well, these are metal. Aren't they extra
nondescript.
heavy?
They could be female too, or non-binary. How many individuals? How many corpses is that? Yeah,
That's
better
why
count.
Ezra said bodies.
So what's your okay. What's your constitution modifier?
+5.
+5? Okay. So I was just looking up okay, that should be like 15 when I'm looking at it like that. There's lots of extra math there. I was trying to figure out if it should give you an exhaustion from moving as much as you can there. You said 300. You'd be able to lift some of the guys, probably 2 of the yellow skins gith. But the robots that are torn apart on the floor aren't exactly easy to lift up.
Oh, we can't
yeah,
use the
so-
robots.
So how the mechanics work is it's 15 times your strength score. That's moving it without exhausting yourself. And then you can go more than that. Then you cut your speed in half. After that, you're stuck.
I meant I was trying to decide or figure out how or if you would get an exhaustion counter from it is what I'm
just spent an entire 6 seconds just picking up 3 bodies as quickly as you can and shoving them into a extra dimensional space. That is not normal.
Ezra's not normal.
I know what I'm saying is like this is not like this is not within the scope of the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can imagine it, it's
Take a
probably within the
corpse.
scope of the rules.
We'll shout up to the screen like, "We're leaving."
Constitution. Give me a Constitution check, I guess. And yeah,
Or
Yeah.
just their heads. That's really all I really need. The rest would be more helpful, but not necessary.
Don't tell him these things. He will just bring the heads.
did you hear that, Richter? Or
Yeah,
Ezra?
24. 24.
Gosh, diggity darn. You're going to probably be able to. I mean, because you got your movement speed, so that's where I was leaning on first there. Because I think you should be able to, go in, set a body, come back out, pick up another body, and move through all of the bodies with your movement speed of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You might not be able to get like these bodies over here that Franklin is standing on just from movement speed alone. But on top of that, picking up and setting down, we're talking somewhere in the range of like each one of them's probably somewhere like 200-ish pounds, we'll say, just easy math, times, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. So you're talking about 1,800 pounds total. Not that you're trying to lift all of them up at the same time, but just the process of lifting up and setting down 1,800 pounds. It's still going to be like a moderate workout for you. So I wouldn't say that you would gotten the exhaustion, but you're pretty close, I would say, if you're, especially after that combat. Actually, after that combat, you might have picked up extra there. Singularity is all. Just 1 point, which I think, if I remember correctly, bless you, that just halves your movement speed, like you were saying, or I can't remember exactly now.
Abilities.
They did change it more recently too, because it used to be like, yeah, the 6th level was death.
Exhaustion level 1, disability,
Yeah.
disadvantage on ability.
Yep.
Max.
Yeah. The new one is there's 10 levels of exhaustion before death.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to kill someone with exhaustion soon.
It'll be fun to try.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. All she has to do is just talk to me. Anyway.
Yeah. I still think it's disadvantage. I'm trying to figure out what the new one is, but I thought that. What are they calling the new one again?
5.5.
5.5.
I think.
Yeah, basically.
That was D&D 1.
Ugh. That was a different thing.
Oh no, this one's still saying that there's still 6 levels of exhaustion. So it is on the 6th level you just die.
Like the stages of grief.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll stick with that for now until I find something else, if we need to. But I think that's fine. Disadvantage on your ability checks for now, with the exhaustion. There should be a little thing on your
Ezra-
sheet too to remind you.
Ezra need nappy.
Pretty much.
We'll try to get you a nappy right away.
Yeah, let's escape and we'll all take a nap.
Ezra need nap.
I do need a bardic inspiration once we get free. So hold on to one if you can.
I can do that.
I would also think that would have burned your action and your bonus action. Just my particular opinion on it, but
Oh yeah, no, Ezra done. Ezra done. He tired. He's sleepy.
And then it would be Ash's turn with Aganon on deck.
Okay, so we need to get out of here.
Escaping back to the north.
So should we just turn and book it?
Probably. Book it. Hopefully Faust can open the door.
Yeah, good Lord willing. Right, Lord?
Good
Yeah.
Lord willing.
I guess I'm just gonna try to make it for the door then. And I
Otherwise-
call out. I'm like,
God.
I was gonna say, I'll just call out and be like, okay, let's make our way out of here and plan from outside of a place that's being flooded.
Otherwise, if everyone gets into the pocket rocket and anything I have, or if anyone else has Dimension Door, we can Dimension Door outside.
I don't think. I've gone through my spells like 3 times. You think I'd remember? Because I
Sure.
don't have like skill improvement or empowerment.
I have Misty Step, so if we get to a point where we have to get through like bars or a grate or something,
Mm-hmm.
I could get us
That would be
across,
good.
but I have to be able to see where I'm going.
This is Ash, right?
Okay, so
Yeah, Dimension Door is like the best. Like, pop over.
so you're running towards the door too, Ash, and then it would be Agonon's
Um,
turn, or
Okay, yeah, the only thing I have that might help in this current situation is long stride.
Can I ask why we're still in combat?
because there
Because
are
we're
other
still in
things
combat.
to
You do have Dimension Door, Ash, level 4.
You
I
just didn't
do?
see them.
Sorry, I looked at your sheet.
I do. Wow, I'm skimming this too fast. Okay, I guess I'm gonna be like, all right, everybody get in the pocket rocket, and then I'm gonna leave. Does that sound like a plan that we like?
I'm with her.
That would be
Ash, can you
fastest. You would
ping?
have to hold your reaction or action to use it.
All right, I will hold my action. I'll just continue to stand here and be like, all right, everybody pile into the pocket rocket, and then I will take a step through a door.
Need to GTFO.
Am I up? Are we waiting on me?
Yeah, that's gonna be it for my turn since I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay,
What's
yeah,
your-
I'm
what
with
is it
her.
that you're holding?
That smelly
the way?
little bag.
I'm holding my main action to cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
Yeah.
It should no longer be smelly now, or it won't be anymore.
We'll see.
I mean,
What,
it
is the
will. It
pocket
will
rocket
be
smelly?
immediately. We've been overloading it with the number of people in there, and the fact that I had several thousand crickets. So I've recently unloaded them into the vents.
Okay, so if we want to continue doing that, we need to have like a working ecosystem in there that will recycle and filter itself. Got it.
Yeah.
Plant some mangoes.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
I'll take a smelly colon-shaped haven over Flora Zappy. So I'm with her, and he jumps in.
You say that now.
Just
Oh.
wait until you see what's in there.
Is anybody tapping Ezra's Korg? Coring?
I'm gonna grab you as I leave.
Okay.
Oh, so
Don't worry.
wait,
Oh,
you
and-
guys were
and my
going.
turn. I'm in the
You were
bag.
going. Oh, you're going into the pocket rocket. I thought you
Yeah.
guys were going towards the door exit, as in like the tunnel system.
That was the original plan because it seemed like our best option. But if everyone's in the pocket rocket and I'm holding the pocket rocket and then go through the dimension door, it's just one of us that has to go through.
And it sounds like right now, Aganon, you're the first one to go back in.
Yep.
Okay. I have figured out how to do this. I can move individual people on different
Huzzah.
maps. So
Well, I think this is the first time I'm actually seeing the pocket rocket. I've never seen the map before. Cool.
oh, it's chaos. It's utter chaos. As soon as you go into it, there are bodies everywhere.
Just lined
What
up
have
in the
we
hole.
done?
We haven't been managing it very well.
I've
We've
described
got
the other.
employees.
I've described
on,
the
guys.
other
There
Yeah,
are
part of it
snacks. There are
one person
snacks
on dishes, one
everywhere.
person on floors. We got
Where
a
there-
breakdown of society here.
where there's up above you a slew of uh, goblins that were all just
I just hear you laughing.
they were all just underway with mining operation. It seems like up there, but this time it seems like they've settled down and it's actually kind of quiet. There might be some clinking of dishes or something. It sounds like maybe they're eating up there, but you see a lot less crickets than the last time you were in here too. There's probably only a handful now. But yeah, you made it into the pocket rocket, and the giant skeletal monster is banging against its cage with the cones set out around it, warning people not to go near it.
Okay, this is great for visual. I always imagined, or the one other time I was in here, I had imagined it on like I had imagined multiple levels
There
around
is.
a cone-shaped room, and that he was high up on one of the levels.
No, you were low down, opposite. So
Okay.
you are looking up above you in like a beehive of formation above you is like where the probably where a lot of the stink is coming from right now, at least and is the goblins up above you.
Okay, so the walkway, is that north-south above me?
East-west. It's like
Oh, sorry, that's what I
mirroring.
meant to say. Yeah, okay.
Yep,
So it's above
exactly.
the slightly darker brown strip of floor.
Correct. And that floor is slightly raised that you're standing on right now and wooden, whereas the other stuff is all stone around you, kind of hewn or metally almost feeling.
Okay, is it like a 6-inch drop? What's the difference, or is it like a whole
No,
floor?
it's like a very light step, like a 4-inch that you're standing on right now. But the upper levels, are extending upwards into 30 feet. It appears like in your perspective, at least.
Okay, but Scary Cage guy is on the lowest level with me.
No, so that is a little bit of a confusing too, because there is an interstitial level actually where that scary cage is at. It's probably up about 10-ish feet off your level, and there's like a
Okay,
there's like
that's
a
the ladder.
ladder
Yeah.
over there that actually
Okay.
goes up into another area that looks like it leads possibly over there because there isn't any other way to the bars.
I see.
But
Okay.
that level over here is equal to this level.
Wait, say that again.
The ladder is at the same height as the bars, so they're equal height, like that 10 feet.
Okay, but here is the same level as here.
Nope. So this is like 4 inches, and this is like 4 inches down from the floor that you're standing on. That darker piece is what I was describing there too.
Let me just walk around to try to. Oh, there's a wall. Oh, there's a wall there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So you're just
So-
using your using your turn to get acquainted with the pocket rocket, walk around a little bit, like what's going on.
Yeah. He's kind of bewildered and all looking around
Steps over
at
the
both
bodies.
the mess and the suspiciously and possibly dangerous things around him. The goblins seem peaceful.
Yeah, upstairs they're not really making any noise or anything besides like some minor clinking, like I'd said.
Okay, so
they haven't really yelled down to you or anything. They don't seem to be that interested in what's going on.
okay, so why can I see up from where I am to the higher level right? Why can't I ping? The higher level right here,
Mm-hmm.
but I cannot see to the higher level right here. Is this just like a balcony that looks out?
Well, this is an actual wall right here. So
Okay.
like if you were to go up this ladder, right? That is
Wait, how did I just go? I guess I'm confused about how you get from this level
Uh-huh.
10 feet up to this level.
This ladder right here.
Okay, so this square is on the level I'm at.
Yes.
Okay, so where the transition from ground level to 10 feet up here, where is that transition?
You can see kind of like a line, and there's bars on that side where you just pinged. On
Yeah.
this side, you can see a bit of a railing that actually sticks out right along here.
Mm.
And then it transitions to wall down here and up here.
Yeah.
And the darker flooring down here is at your height, whereas the lighter flooring up here is at the higher height.
What
You can
level
kinda
is
see-
this tile?
That's 4 inches below where you're standing right now, because that's the
Okay.
rock, and that's
What
the
level
wood.
is this tile?
Same as over here.
Okay.
This is all like a little storage area in between all that junk.
Okay,
There's,
but
like, a
then
bunch of
this
random shit.
this is 10 feet up?
Yep.
Oh, I do not get a level transition at all from here to here.
You don't. Oh wait, maybe if I move the skeletons away from the bars. Do you see the bars now?
Okay, but those bars are obscuring a 10-foot difference in flooring.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I get it now.
Alright.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I think
Okay.
it would be.
And these are all dead bodies?
I was somewhere else. Sorry, what? We're over here.
This is all dead
Yes.
bodies?
Yep. This one
And-
seems to be alive but unconscious and just wriggling uncontrollably on the floor.
What do I see? Is it an octopus?
It's like an eyeball in the center of a tentacle mass that is just writhing, and it's a milky eyeball too. So you're guessing it's possibly blind.
He's gonna slide to the left. Yeah, he's gonna wander away from whatever that is and start exploring in this direction. But I'm guessing the few seconds it takes to walk over here is taking up the turn. So
Yep.
Okay.
Then we
Thank
would have no worries. Then we'd have Faust's turn.
Let's ask a question. Whoa.
Myself again. I guess Faust is going on the rocket.
Okay.
Saddle up, big boy.
Enjoy yourself.
Hopefully you paid attention to some of those descriptions, because that was pretty good refamiliarization. Yeah, refamiliarization of what was going on there. There we go. Doink. Now you should be in there too. Did it transition over on the map for you?
I'm in the rock.
Cool. You both poof into purple smoke to get in there with like these like white dots and lines that seem to swirl around in the smoke. From anyone else's perspective, but is that going to be your turn, or?
I guess that's it.
Okay.
We're making a break for it.
No worries. Yeah, do what you do. I'm just bouncing back and forth between maps here. I think then it would be. I'm scrolling.
You see
The two that are left on this side of the wall of you guys that you're aware of. We'll see. Just rolling this to see if that thing explodes.
Blow up, bruh.
You guys that went into the pocket rocket don't hear, obviously, but everyone else would hear on the side still a bang, a big boom, more of a boom, actually, and they need to roll me some dexterity saving throws.
Or not in the pocket rocket.
No, these guys that are left. Ah,
I
that's-
blew something else up.
I don't think that does. Dynamite. Forgot to bring this up. I was looking at some other things there. Okay, yeah, they both succeeded, so only half as much, but it is going to be max for 10d6. 34, so that would have been a chunk of damage. Which is 17. And you see Franklin, because you're still enough in the room to have seen the explosion, as well as the creatures that it is exploding onto. Doesn't have anything about blowing them backwards. So I'm guessing they're at where they're at. And they have. Hey Jess, I think you were getting some feedback on your side there.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. They come a stomp in your direction, Franklin. 30. And probably both level their. I don't think they see anyone else still even coming around to that point. Oh no, I guess the one can see Ezra. But you're still the kind of front point target that was just tried to blow them up and everything too. So they're gonna level their
These are Geth.
No, these are the robot clockwork
Ah,
machinery things that
got it.
and level their crossbow arm at you both. Both of them do. For a 16 to hit, and this one they may both make 2, and a 23 for the first one, 16 and a 23, and a
2.
18 and an 8. I think that last one misses for sure, but
23 hits if that was to me. With the
Yeah.
other one misses.
16 and 18 miss.
Yeah, I have a 19 AC.
Oh, I thought that was only when
Get
you were in your
fucked!
shell or
Nope.
whatever.
I have a 17 natural, and then I'm wearing a Sentinel shield, so +2.
Ah, okay. So
Because I'm a
13.
turtle.
So the other ones that were kind of close, probably ting ting off of your shield, I would guess, actually from that direction, because you're probably still facing them. And then the other one probably hits in between somewhere on like a shoulder that's sticking out of your shell or something. 13 damage, piercing.
13?
Mhm.
You're an asshole, I say to him.
They just click, and their gears turn in response.
You're not even alive. You're not even alive in this make-believe world. You suck.
Then it would be your turn.
Franklin's.
Mhm.
Is everyone else in the pocket rocket?
No.
Who else is out?
Ezra.
You see Ezra, and that's pretty much. Well, Ash,
and
obviously,
Ash.
too. Yeah, Ezra and Ash
Alright.
from that direction. So you move more that direction, and you would also see Mame.
Can I get in between them all? Trying to see where Mame is. She's so gray. That's
Here.
her right there.
Yeah.
Who's this
Okay.
dog?
I was just trying to move some of the bodies that aren't there anymore. That's
That's me.
Ezra.
Dog? Oh, okay. And then this is Faust.
Yep.
Or no, that's Ash.
Maybe. This is
Because
Faust.
Faust went into the thing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
already went.
but yep, Faust isn't here technically. Yep, right.
Yeah, this is Ash, white hair.
Okay. I turn to Ash. I say, I'm gonna grab Ezra and go Ed. Dimension Door should work on you and one other person, so grab Babe. Dimension Door through. Get to a far enough safe location. Let us know, and then we'll enact stage 2 or stage 2 of get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Make
Do you
sure.
think the church is a far enough place? Or should I go back to where the Goblin Tavern?
I mean, the church is probably far enough. Well,
I was thinking
here's the
it-
thing. Well, here's the thing. We could do it right now.
A
Because,
dimension door?
no, if everyone gets rid of the pocket rocket, if I looked at the math correctly for the tridecahedron, I don't have it on me. Okay, that wouldn't work anyway. So, I think the church will be fine, and then we can all move out from there because there's a bunch of bugs that were also released out into the wild, so it should be full of allies. So, yeah.
Okay, good. I will get us to the church then.
I put my hand on Ezra, and I turn to her, or I turn back to Ash. I put my hand on her shoulder, and I say, "Fight the good fight." And then I teleport into the pocket rocket, and then shout out for everyone in there. Everyone, please remove your torques and put them in the lead box at the entry hall. If we are no longer dealing with you know who, we should not be giving him any more information. And then
Ezra look at you all kind of, huh?
your necklace, bud. Put it in the box.
Alrighty. Where's the box?
Also, you're not there, Ezra. In the box.
I can't bring him with me if I put my hand on him.
Oh, I didn't catch that description. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah. I am purposefully bringing him with me so that action economy works.
Also, Ezra doesn't know how the torque works.
And he doesn't know how the torque works.
Right.
Come on, bud. Can I take this necklace off you? Put it in the box right here. It's like right next to the door.
Oh, we're inside the pocket rocket?
Or we will be here shortly.
Should
Ezra
have
gonna
you
sniff-
guys.
Do,
in
do,
there.
do, 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 do. Oh, look at my bony boy. He's getting so big.
Ezra gonna start sniffing the air as soon as he gets inside the pocket rocket.
Okay, Ezra, you can eat any part of these guys except for their heads. I need their heads. Any bones to be tossed into the bone pit.
Mm.
Doesn't matter if you crack them for the barrel first. So that's your choice. Slap them on the shoulder and walk away.
Ezra's gonna start with the big, large eyeball whirly tentacle thing.
Oh wait, no, not that thing. Can't have that one.
You can't have that.
Sorry.
It's labeled.
No, that
possible
one's for
combo.
Ash. That's a
Can you have
present
it?
for Ash when she gets here.
Can he have a
Well, for Bob,
snack
what?
though? Can he have a snack?
There's a bunch
though?
of corpses in the front hall.
Got it. So he can have a snack.
A bunch of corpses in there. We just need the heads.
No problem.
Okay.
Hey
Look
Josh,
around.
where's the pimp?
Oh yeah.
I forgot he was in here. I think he's probably hiding under this table. If I'm being honest.
Ezra gonna sniff him out.
It's say, didn't I? Yeah. I forgot. Can't stop him now. I shrug my shoulders and wander off.
15, 20, 25. Yeah, you'd probably be able to find his trail over to that table there.
Yeah, Ezra gonna sniff him out. He's gonna
You would probably be staring down one of the larger dire crickets, though, that is working at that table, doing some experiments per Franklin's last requests too, and just kind of looks at you with his beady black eyes and his antennae moving. Like, can I help you? Kind of look on his face.
I'm just gonna borrow this. You keep working.
So you
To confirm,
going
this isn't
using-
one of the people we've promised like safety to, right?
No.
He's a new acquisition.
No, this is the previous one that was promised safety. You guys cut off his
Oh.
hand.
No, you
and-
can't have that guy. That's you can have the dead guys that are in here, or any of them that we brought this time. But yeah, I'll
That's what
chastise you on
explicitly
that
said.
one.
Snack.
Yeah, snap. But you can't kill the guy. We promised him safety, bro. You know how I keep promises and keep giving you tasty snacks. You appreciate a promise kept. So does he. I'm sorry. There's a whole mound of corpses over there.
He goes over and just like picks the biggest one and just kind of starts dragging it off to a corner.
Hear the-
Sorry, bud. You
hear
can
the-
have the head of that one if you want. It's all yours.
You hear the smallest little, and a potent odor stings the air.
I assume the little guy's around.
Wait, no, because of the guy that's under the table. Would Ezra found him and everything too? He was.
He shot
Yeah,
himself.
yeah.
About that?
Okay. So that was your turn, Franklin. I know, Ezra, you kind of moved a little bit, but we'll come back to your turn. To see what happens there. Are you connected to the rest of your 1,000 dire crickets in any way besides? Like, how does that work inside the pocket rocket? Are you no longer connected to them now?
So I have a connection to the swarm that I control.
Uh-huh.
All of the rest of them were managed by a member of my swarm and are not connected to me. They're wild dire crickets.
Okay.
They can do whatever they want.
They do what they want.
Do what I
I have a
want.
sinking suspicion that this is not the intended use of the Swarm Keeper.
I was gonna say, are they gonna see us as friends if we show up? If they're wild?
Well, they were friendly and I raised them.
I'm gonna need them to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Okay.
I don't.
So dire cricket has a dex save of +2, so I'll just do the thing.
And you had them in units of 100, if I remember correctly. So there were 10 units.
Yeah, it was like 10 of them. 5, 10. +2 on each of these.
You get through them all. I only heard 2 come through on my side.
Groups of 5.
Okay. On that screen. Any of them beat 16?
A bunch of them. 1 second. I spilled a bunch of water like a dumb person.
Oh, okay. I can look at it real quick then. So it looks like 1, 2. So you need to get a 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 10 units succeeded on it, and so they will take half of this damage that comes
pull
through.
the couch out.
They will take half of 65. They will take 32. Happiness 32.
And that was
Lightning damage.
Lightning damage. Oh,
Yeah, the water was filling the tunnels. That's why I was giving it. And they were still going through it. They didn't
Yeah.
drown immediately, and you would have given them instructions to try and stop up the stuff, and that's when the lightning would have hit.
Yep. All right. So they have 38 HP each. And it was a +2 to the save. Sorry, I just
Jesus.
got back.
Really?
What?
The 38.
They're not easy to kill. Yeah, 38 is like not insignificant.
No,
Yeah.
no, they're beefy. They're beefy crickets.
Like
They get
that's more than a level 1. Yeah, like
It was one of my
I
oh
didn't
shit
realize
moves
that.
that I pulled.
yeah. You missed it last time.
This is on the
Yeah.
scale of the skeleton monster, like pulling that out.
pulled them up like 1,000 of them out, and
Yeah.
had them basically just pecked to death the robots that were lastly attacking.
Yep. So
All
it was
right.
what was the save exactly? Sorry.
Deck save.
Deck save of what? Like what was the save? Because they have a +2. I don't know if that was accounted for when you looked at them. So I just wanted to look now.
I looked back
Okay.
to see that +2 was counted for. You said that, so I'd made sure that as long as they had a 14, they succeeded, which was only 3 of the units that didn't succeed. So
those three are all dead.
wiped out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the rest are severely damaged.
And you may decide what the lead cricket was probably having them do to the best of his abilities.
Buying us time and or trying to get into confidential areas to like wreak havoc. Because remember, I had this was the population that I had sent into the ship, and then the other population went out of the ship earlier.
Yeah.
So this population is entirely devoted to just doing as much fucking damage to these people as possible.
Right. I understand. They're probably going to get to a point in the pipes then, just so that you have an understanding of so that you can have them make their decision. But they're going to get to a point in the pipes that they're moving through. There's going to be a grate that's closing the area off, and there is a shutter that's open, allowing the water through.
They will probably try to stop that area up to give us time to escape.
And using their bodies, they definitely dampen the
Oh no, not martyr dire crickets.
Yep.
Yes.
They're religious now. For the queen.
And I would say the lightning hits as it's pushing, the forces increasing ever so much, and pushing them slowly back. And when the lightning hits, they lose purchase, especially, the ones that are dead.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones that aren't are trying to hold on and then get shocked and lose their grip and are being forced out of the pipes into the area, and that's when who's left in there? So Mame and
Yep, me.
Ash, right?
Yes, I'm still standing.
But Mame had a reaction saved to teleport when
You mean
she
Ash?
could. Ash could. Yeah. Which I don't know if that includes walking over to Mame, but
Yeah, could I lunge for Mama and be like, "We gotta go," and just make the dimension door appear in front of her, in front of them?
you can bring one other person with you.
If it were your turn, I'm currently playing out some of the other things that are happening just before it becomes Mame's turn.
Yeah, oh, got it. But I guess my question
And
is,
then
Ash had a reaction saved.
Yes.
Like she was holding her action. Does that trigger or no?
I forget exactly what you said was going to be the trigger.
I don't remember either.
I didn't name a specific trigger, except that when we were ready to teleport,
Okay.
that's when I was gonna like throw open the door.
Right. And when I went past her, I explained, I'm going to go in, then you grab Mame, and both of you go.
Yep.
So I don't know if that was the trigger or not.
That's probably
Yeah, I
what you-
probably would have like called out to mommy, like, "You ready to go?"
Yeah, that sounds right. Like it makes sense to me. But the thing that I was going to describe is that you guys are going to hear a creaking and a groaning of pipes and a bit of rattling as water starts to pour out of them onto the floor, probably creating swiftly a large deluge of water across the entire level. Everywhere and every vent that you can see along down the hallways are gushing this water. So within seconds, it is within six seconds. Yeah, it is covering an easy inch on the floor. So you're guessing it's not going to be long before this chamber becomes fully flooded. And
Aw, happy to see me.
and you do hear a bit of the rattling and gushing of the pipes as some of the first waves of the dire crickets flow back into the puddling floors. And
They are not happy to see me.
Are they still alive, or are they?
They're
Are
very
they dire?
Sure
the
does.
ones that you're seeing that are landing in the puddles are very dead. There is I would say that there's probably some still holding on to some of the areas like inside. But let me see, what is this? There's a 5 feet wide, 20 feet. Okay, so the other thing you start to hear is a sizzling sound, almost like a loose electric wire.
Oh God!
Okay.
And then it would be your turn, Mame.
I'm looking at you,
perfect.
mommy. I'm like, "Oh my
I'm
God,
gonna-
are you ready?"
So wait, am I going through a portal door, or am I going into the pocket rocket?
Either one. You can either teleport with her or teleport into the pocket rocket. Doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go with Ash. So I guess I'm gonna walk over to where Ash is, which I'm by Ash, so I'll walk closer to Ash.
You slosh through the
No,
puddles.
I mean like walk over and like put my hand on Ash's shoulder so nothing can go wrong.
That
And that's my turn. Cool. Ash, you're triggered. It's a lot less dynamic than what I expected to happen from triggering.
I'm gonna picture the church that we did combat in, and I'm gonna just throw out my hand and opening up the portal and be like, "All right, let's step through."
After you.
This is Dimension Door, right?
Yeah,
Within
dimension
500
door.
feet.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
within
if that's
500
within
feet.
500 feet.
I don't know.
Or just outside.
Yeah, I'm picturing the church itself, the room outside the church, or just outside that door.
I'm also seeing that it says you teleport yourself.
And one other person.
I'm not seeing one other person. It just says you teleport
Dimension
yourself
door.
from current location to any other spot within range.
Hold on.
Oh no, that's Misty Step. Misty Step. No,
You
not
can
Misty.
bring along
Thunderstep.
objects as long
Thunderstep.
as they're. Oh no. I can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear
Yeah.
up to its carrying capacity.
Oh,
One
Okay.
size or
creatures,
Also
smaller.
fine.
I was third sentence down. Okay, I was
What?
just getting to that right
Okay.
when you were reading it, so I see it now. Okay,
Glass are
one
technically
willing creature
medium.
your size or smaller. So, your size or smaller, I can let that slide.
I'm gonna guess.
I mean, I guess it depends if you're talking like height or like medium versus large.
Well,
yeah, like do
creature
we
type.
fall in the same category of the creature size?
that's what I'm saying. 'Cause
Goliaths
I
are
think
medium.
I think Ash is technically small.
What is she?
Because I'm
4 foot?
But what is your race?
Changeling.
I'm a changeling. I instantaneously change it into Mame. I look like an exact duplicate.
There we go. That's nice. I like that.
And I'm like,
You can- as
we
a
have to be the same
changeling-
size.
As a changeling, you could choose either small or medium size.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, and generally you're small, so but I can go with that. That would work. I like where your brain's at there. Now
Yeah. I look at Mime and I just transform myself into an exact duplicate of them, and I say, "All right, let's go," with my own voice coming from their mouth, and then I hold my hand out, and the door opens in front of us, and we step through, and it's
Man's gonna be
hopefully.
very, very, very freaked out. But yes, we step through the door.
All right, I am moving maps here and measuring stuff now.
Right, because I can only zoom so far out.
Two. I think it would be within distance. It's looking like so far.
Oh yeah.
Three. Four. Yeah, I think you're. Oh, gotta go one more map. Come on. Yeah, you said right in front of the doors?
Yeah, right in front of the doors. If we can't make it to the church, then just right in front of the doors outside of where this,
You can make
like
it into
where we
the,
entered this place.
but so you're picturing it right in front of the doors because I was gonna say, yeah, you could totally make it there, but right in front of the doors it is. Paste. And I wonder if moving this will move everybody or just you guys. I think it may have just moved you guys. Cool. You guys get a visual?
See a bridge and lava.
In the rocket.
I'm still seeing the rocket.
Perfect,
Yep,
because you
rocket.
guys should be in the rocket.
Look at my
Oh
rocket.
yeah, we're on the steps.
So nice, it worked. And that's probably the feeling that you're getting.
Yay.
There's a little bit of water still dribbling down from the sides of your shoes onto the steps of the church.
I turn and I and I look at Mama and I'm like, "Oh, we made it!" Ah. I was gonna call out to everyone to come out of the pocket rocket. I'm still gonna say that. I'm gonna call into the Torg, "Hey, you can come out of the pocket rocket. We are in a safer location now."
Meanwhile, I'm
More
picking up
important
anyone's
question.
pocket rockets. Or their torques.
Yeah, I was just about to say, did everybody put their
Yeah,
torque
so you're
inside?
gonna get nothing back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I don't think Mime,
House?
or I don't think Mame has
Ezra?
yet. So like, is Ash just gonna hear
Oh,
themselves?
doesn't even
through
need to
my
be
torque?
told. Dropping that shit in the box.
Okay.
I
Ezra?
probably would just hear my voice back.
Franklin took Ezra's
With
off
consent
for him.
only.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there's
Mine's been in the box.
the small cricket noises that you're not used to hearing, not the big cricket noises coming back through the torques.
Oh,
Just
Sound
cricket,
I'm like, I don't think they can hear me.
I mean, I will volunteer. There you go. I will volunteer to hold on to the pocket rocket if you want to go in and tell them we're safe.
I'm like, okay, that sounds like a good idea, and I pop myself into the pocket rocket.
And you guys
Okay.
aren't in
The
combat,
Mame's
so
just gonna like hang out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Mame's just gonna like go sit down, and lean against the wall and just wait. Maybe like
And look
take
at-
out a sharpening stone and sharpen one of the axes.
And look at the corpses that are still left behind from the last time you guys were at the church.
Probably dragging those corpses into the kitchen
handiwork.
area to dry to cure.
Okay,
Hey, Ash.
I'm getting her over
Still
there right
loaded. There we go.
Yeah.
So, as I pop in, I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, we made it out. We are in a safer location.
Nice.
The area where the church is."
Okay. Well,
As soon as Ash
Go ahead.
popped in, oh yeah, Ezra would have been like, dropped what he was eating, like started running around, like happy to see
Oh,
you.
I am gonna need a Constitution roll from eating those guys.
okay.
Actually, probably a wisdom save to be clear with these guys.
Okay, so wisdom.
What do you mean, Josh? They're totally delicious and nutritious.
I
No bad can come from eating dead things.
I need an adult.
You're supposed to be an adult.
I rolled a 3. I need an adult.
The voice in your head seems to multiply from the time that you were used to it before, but you probably just keep ignoring it and keep eating.
This is also a true thing.
Eating those corpses gets you voices. Fun.
From eating those guys.
They make noises when you eat them.
Huh. Normally you'd
I
expect
chomp.
that if they were alive, but
Oh no! I chomp and I eat and I swallow, and then all of a sudden I hear ah in my head.
that's pretty fucked up, bro.
Truly a child. made
Coming
out of
from Franklin,
corpses.
that means a lot.
I mean, what that says is their souls are still tied to their bodies.
They are.
They haven't
did
passed
die.
on.
Where are they going to pass on to?
That's a
My
good
stomach.
fucking point.
And then
All right.
my poop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're in
guys.
hell. I think things just came back to life.
Imagine coming back to life is shit.
Take me back.
Okay, but yeah, as I pop in, I'm gonna say, "Hey, we're in a safer location. We're in the area where the church is." And when Ezra runs over to me, I'm gonna reach down and give him like a scratch behind the ears, and I'm gonna look around and be like, "Where's Enyo and Isel?"
One of the crickets run up to you, and that particular cricket is covered in vomit and is missing an antenna, and
Oh!
and one of the hands of the now toddler is making like their steps, just walking right in front of you, holding the antenna, going look, not saying anything obviously, but like just like hey.
I'm gonna reach down and
Some
pick him
little
up and be
saddle.
like, "Oh, you're such a big boy now, and you're so strong." And I kind of take the antenna away from him, and I give it back to the cricket, and I'm like, "I am really sorry. Thank you so much." And I will just pull some random thing out of my bag to give him to play with. I guess I'm gonna look for a bag real quick.
Yeah,
Well,
Done.
I was gonna say I would just grab another random object to give to him so that he's not gnawing on one of our companions' antennas. Oh, I give him the Torg.
oh, your torque.
Yeah, I just take it off and I'm like, "Here you go, numb on this." He can just use the torque itself as a teasing ring, and I give the charm. I take the charm off of it.
Does that mean the baby's thoughts go to Maniopolis and vice versa?
I can
no!
Overlaid with the sound of someone rubbing a microphone.
And they were crying probably for that short time that you took away the antenna, or at least one of the heads. I don't know which one's more vindictive. You'd have to tell me. But and then you'd probably hand them the torque, and they'd probably, baby wide-eyed it, and both hands going to grab it for it, and when they fully get it in their grasp, take both ends of it and put it in one of each of the two heads' mouths, so they're sucking on each end.
Yeah, and enjoy the ASMR, Manny.
I can't get that sound to come through. I've been trying.
He's cutting out. I'm sure there is some kind of nasty AMR thing we can find, but I'm not going to look for it. But I'd be like, should we head back out?
Yeah, Ash. All right. Let's take care of initiative 1 while we can, and before anyone does anything. If I read the tridecahedron thing right, can I use an Arcana? It's an intelligence or a dex check. Can I use Arcana? Or is it a straight check? Because some of these DCs seem very impossible without a group. Or can we do it as a group check?
I would assist in the check. Well,
or an extended check.
Well, that's the thing. I thought we
check.
should check. We should try to do the Arcana check on this object outside of the pocket rocket. Because what if we get teleported and we leave Mame behind?
Yeah, 100%. When we last unlocked it, did we teleport immediately? Do we remember? Because I sure fucking don't. But does the group remember?
I thought we did teleport immediately.
Don't recall. If we did, that means one person needs to make the check. It's either intelligence or dex. Josh can still say if Arcana is allowed.
Yeah, it was one person. One person does the check. And when they figured, because we were sitting in a bar when it happened last time, if I recall correctly.
I'll jump in at any time. It is in your inventory. I just went to it to find it, though.
I've got it. It's let's see here. I can. One sec. Where is it? I suck at using Roll20 sometimes. Not Roll20, the other thing.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Franklin says.
Sorry.
Just listening in.
Inventory. Weird thingy is.
Because we can stack guidance and a bardic inspiration right now. If we can use Arcana and intelligence as the intelligence check, then I have a plus 13 because I have a high level and stuff.
I saw it. I thought I saw it on here, but maybe it is on Roll20 that it's.
No, it's on D&D Beyond. I'm looking at it right now. So, there are currently 3 of the 13 sides solved, which makes the current DCs for a 34 dexterity or a 31 intelligence is what is required to solve the next phase.
Yep. So if we can use Arcana, like the check skill, then I may be able to do it if we layer on guidance and.
I cannot physically get anything in the 30s.
I can.
Oh, this is Grand Dam. That might be part of my problem.
Yeah, that might do it.
Because I can get right now, if it's just me and Arcana works, I can get it if I roll an 18 or 19. If we add on a Bardic Inspiration and a Guidance, that's plus 1d4 plus 1d something from Ash.
It's a D10.
Then we're getting closer, and if somebody else can help, then we might be able to get advantage.
Ezra will
That'll
give you
probably
a
be our
hug.
best bet.
It's the old rule: take 20, and just assuming you have
Oh.
time to just sit there and take and figure
Oh
it
no, it's
out.
not take 20. Take
That
10.
or
Was
that
also
or that. But
Well, you
that's
need
up
to-
to Josh.
Well, you need to be able to, at least like you were saying with the other character, you couldn't even physically get to 31.
yeah, I need.
Right. You
I
can't-
would need to roll a 23.
So you can
Right.
physically get there with Faust, though.
And I can't roll a 23. That's not on a 20-sided dice.
No.
Oh,
If
I thought
just-
you were saying
If
you,
Faust,
you would.
Faust would need a 23. Grandan would need like a 28.
Oh, okay.
I can do it if Arcana is allowed.
Arcana is the
Intelligence.
Is it intelligence based stat? So I would allow it. Yeah.
Then I have the option to do it if I get an 18 or 19. I don't know if you're allowing any additional things by taking our time, but if we also stack Guidance and Bardic,
And also, I have the magic book that kind of talks about these things. I could let him read it.
Oh yeah.
That I'm
yeah, take a look at that.
Also, Ezra will give you a supportive hug.
Thank you. I hug him back. I'm sorry that we're
Are we
not
allowed-
able to
You don't
eat
want-
the guy
you
at
do
the
not
giant
want-
brain yet.
You do not want Ezra's intelligence involved
True.
at all.
Are we allowed to like offer assistance with this check? And
Yeah.
again, I want to state we should do this outside the pocket rocket.
We should, but I think it also depends on if we teleport immediately and if it's only one person or everyone. Like what happened last time.
Well, we all
If
ended up on
everyone,
the
then
same
we're all
together.
set.
All the party goes together for sure. We all go. I don't know why.
And-
I don't know what controls that mechanism, but we all teleported, and I feel like it
Yes.
was pretty instant. It's not like we opened it and then we all like sat around and decided when we should go. I remember like
Right.
it got solved and then we were somewhere else.
The very
If
first.
everyone goes together, then it doesn't matter if. Then we should all just be outside, just in case, like Ash says.
We
The
were
very-
all in the same.
The very
I don't know,
first
I don't-
time.
Go ahead, Josh.
I don't remember if you were there, Mame, but I know Ash was for certain because as you're talking about it and digging back through the recesses of your mind, you have a recollection of being in an in-between space with Tanaka, who had given you a lot of pleasure before you were allowed. He solved the first side for you.
That's
while you were
right. That's right.
chained up on a wall. And
That's when Bob was still a troll too.
yeah, and he'd insisted that you guys all had to mambo, so he said it was because you had to be touching each other, but he explained that after you guys were all mamboing, so you mamboed your way into that level of hell.
That's
I
excellent.
love that we have a history of dancing. Group dancing.
Yeah, moonwalking, mamboing.
We have passion.
That's how you get through hell. More footwork, more
Yeah.
passion.
You just gotta keep moving, yo. If you stop and think about the situation you're in, you'll never get back up because it fucking sucks. But if you keep dancing, if you just keep dancing, maybe we could
You'll
dance
figure
our
it
way to
out.
freedom.
Let's do it.
All right. So, we can use the Arcana. We should all teleport out now. We can stack things on. If anyone can use the assist to get advantage, that will give us an even better chance. But this
So what's
may
the-
not work today.
So what's the highest roll that you can get?
So
Without
me
any
myself, I
Mhm.
get a plus 13. I can give myself 1d4 guidance.
Okay.
If I get a bardic inspiration, I will get 1d something from Ash, which she should look at. Or she tell me.
1d10.
1d10.
So you could theoretically do it by yourself, but
Right.
you need.
But with it, if I have assistance or if I take time to do it, I don't
Okay.
know if you allow either of those.
Oh yeah, I'd let you have assistance and time, but the time factor I'm just trying to figure out in my head first, and I was trying to figure out what the other assistances that you're getting. So you
Got
said
it.
another D10.
So
That's
it's
Yeah,
Bardic
I would-
Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration is 1d10.
yeah. So 1d20 plus 1d10 plus 1d4 plus
Mhm.
13.
Mm-hmm. With the possibility of the best roll
We
scenario
need a
being
31.
47. It sounds like as the total highest.
Right.
roll.
With no advantage.
How
Yeah.
much does he get with an emotional support hub?
And he is turning into those teenage years, so probably just an awkward stiffy. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't even know that was a real bone.
Shit.
Because I'm
a
skeleton now.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot you were a skeleton.
So the time element, though, so you can theoretically get there. The time element is where I'm like,
Standard rule on that.
there's a standard rule on that.
Ricker, I want to. Faust, I think, said something about that. God, I can't remember your real name. What's your real name? What's your
Oh, that's
real
Jacob.
world boy?
Oh,
Jacob.
Me, Jacob? Yes.
Your real boy name. What is the rule for taking time on a roll?
I don't actually know.
Okay, that would be the old guy in the room, I guess.
Let's take it.
So take 10.
easy.
Take 10 means you basically
10.
just baseline 10. You start with a baseline 10. Because basically you're taking all your time for this one thing. You're taking
Oh, I see what you're
you
saying.
get a base 10. You get a base 10.
Or you
In
take
modern-
even more time, and you get, like, there was another version where you could put,
Yeah,
like,
called
all the
taking
time
20.
you possibly
Taking
need, and
20.
you just assume you rolled a 20, but you
Yeah.
spend like hours doing it. Like it's
Yeah,
not like a
hours.
single roll.
Yeah. You have taking 10, taking 20, depending on the amount of time required. Taking 10 was it's only going to take you a couple minutes, whereas taking 20 would take you a couple hours.
Or if you were like an expert in it back whenever that was a thing, you just like take that to baseline.
Yep, expertise.
Because there'll be lots of role playing stuff at on level 1 for a little bit until we can get out. But we should do that quickly.
Yes.
Like, we don't want to be on this side if somebody closes the door.
Yeah, no, we definitely want to make our way out of
I think we should all question. We should all question Franklin's eagerness to leave.
here.
I mean,
His
we're
eagerness to
literally
leave,
in
we're in hell.
This
Don't
is
you
the
wanna
worst place
leave?
to be.
I too am eager to leave.
Franklin's never
Yeah.
ever been anywhere else. Maybe this
That's
is where
true.
he needs to be.
No, release me.
Ezra doesn't go against
Yeah.
Franklin's ideas.
I'm sure
He's
Franklin's
pretty
totally been to camp, and he totally needs to get back to that camp for reasons.
Yeah. There's a birthday party I need to get to, apparently.
And I need to get back on my political campaign to power.
I'm into that.
Okay. All right. You guys are still in the pocket rocket. Are you exiting the
Ooh.
pocket rocket so we can?
Yeah, well,
do
we
the-
can exit, so we can all
do the
chat.
thing?
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
think
dig
we're
through
just
one of
waiting
these
for
chests.
Josh, but
I'm gonna dig
Go
through one of
ahead.
these chests and find some kind of soft toy-like thing to give to Enyo and Isol, and then I will like leave the torque just behind, and pop out of the pocket rocket, me and Enyo and Isol, and I'll have them swaddled in a baby wrap against my chest.
Wait, who is swaddled in the baby wrap?
The baby.
My baby.
Baby.
Where his baby came from. I'm rolling.
Ash
with
has
it.
a two-headed
my-
baby.
And my second pup.
Where? Wait. Where has this two-headed baby been before
In the
now?
pocket
It's been being
In the
babysat by a
pocket
bunch of
rocket.
dire crickets in the pocket rocket. So I see him whenever we
I'm
take a
sure
long
that
rest in the
Ash-
pocket rocket.
I'm sure that's
Okay.
a well-adjusted baby.
Ash may or may not be a good parent. We don't judge here.
We
Oh.
That is the evil
It's
campaign.
wasn't-
Cool.
Technically
he's safe.
alive.
They are safe, alive, well fed, being educated.
Exactly.
Not in
Ezra
jail.
teaches baby all the time.
Ezra should not be allowed anywhere near the child.
It's gonna have a wide variety of
It takes a
skills.
village
This
to
baby.
raise a baby, and we
Is
have
this-
one.
Wait, is this the baby that chewed off the antenna?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I had been picturing a
It
toddler.
learned its lessons really well.
It is just in between like toddler and infant stage. It is now walking. But yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
swaddle it against me. Not very well. I rolled a mothering skill and only got 11.
Well, that's above average technically.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty
adequate.
well.
It is adequate.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think I got the thing over there. I'm trying to figure out. So you would actually only need to roll at least a 4
Fuck yeah.
if you did
So-
all of the modifiers on top of it, and you got the highest roll on each one of those things. So I was
Right.
just kind of like working some backwards math and seeing some probabilities here. So an average roll on all of those dice could potentially still get you what you need. Do you want to try rolling it once all through, or do you want to just try the take 10? Because the take 10,
Well,
the take 10
hold on.
you would need a set amount of time, and I would say that taking 10 in this particular case, I'm not seeing anybody saying any specific amounts of time. They're just saying a lot, and just to
Right.
keep it simple and straightforward for the understanding of it, and so that it's not misused. What they're saying too is like it's not something you could do under stress. Like this, you couldn't take 10 or 20.
yeah, you need time.
Yeah. So 10 minutes or 20 minutes would be the
I
usual.
mean, so I
usual-
guess if I did the take
Like in real
10
life?
Yeah, of time to sit there, and he's like,
in real life, we just gotta sit here in silence for 20 minutes. All right, that's 20 minutes. Good job.
I was
Dude, I don't
thinking
know.
I was thinking hours
Ah.
originally, if I'm to be honest with you, because I'm like, a long rest is 4 hours. So
Mhm.
if you're going to solve something that should be this hard and is going to take time, but I think that you could do it in less time, in particular in this case. So if you want to try rolling it, that's where I would start.
Well, I guess I'm trying to
Right.
figure out the math on it. Like, you're saying if I take 10, what exactly does that mean? Do I just get a 10? I roll a 10,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then it's plus my 13, so 23. And
So you
then
could-
I
you
have
could
to
take the
then
tw- you could
roll
take-
the other two.
You could take the 20, and it would just take longer time.
Right. I look together. We should if we're gonna do it, we should be sure about like how long. Because we'll have to like sit here and be
I
defended.
mean, we're not doing anything right now. You can pick
I mean,
20,
do we
right?
need to be defended? Are there any enemies around us, or that could be?
Here's the
Is it-
thing, I can start it, and then if we get interrupted, then I can just do it. Right?
This is
Then I can
true.
roll.
What if we go back into the church and kind of like secure ourselves?
Barricade.
Yeah,
Isn't that
for
what
less of an interruption. Does the church look safe?
Or back into the inn where he doesn't have like a giant floaty head.
The inn doesn't exist anymore. It's smoking
Oh.
pile of molten stuff.
What
Did I
about
get
that
it?
room over there?
Did I get everybody in the right
Am
now?
I-
now?
Would I be rolling the guidance and the
Bardic inspiration?
bardic inspiration in
No, I think-
all these situations?
I believe yes, that would be the
Yeah, for the bardic inspiration, you roll it when.
Okay, and I can't do that beforehand.
Well, you could for the bardic inspiration, absolutely. You would be able to roll that, and
How about guidance?
and guidance. I would
Okay.
think because those are both of those things. You do it before the person does the thing. Like you buff them before they do the thing. Like if they were in combat, for instance, and you were trying to get them to attack, you would do those buffs and then they would do the thing.
Okay. If you will let me do that, then I will roll those things, and it will inform us what to do.
Okay. So
Okay. It's 1d4 and 1d10, right?
that's what I was understanding.
I'm gonna do the d4. Come on, big money. 1. Fuck me. Okay. D10. Big money. Fuck me in the dick.
2 ones.
No.
So if I did the take 10, I would get
Ah.
10 plus
13.
15
Oh, I
with
thought it
these
was-
two.
Oh,
13
okay.
plus 2.
I got you.
So that would be 25. We'd be 6 short. So we either have to roll higher than.
I offer assistance.
God, that fucking sucks. I think we need to do the take 20. We need to be sure about this.
Oh no, there's no assisting in this one, Ash. I'm sorry. When you were saying
Okay.
like in that assisting, because you would be making it
You
worse, I would
fucking
guess, because
ones.
the thing's only like the size of like
Son of a bitch.
maybe a softball. So both of his hands on it, trying to reorient pieces, and then you're trying to reorient pieces, would just
Yeah.
imagine two people trying to
Yeah.
solve a Rubik's Cube.
Boss,
No,
So-
I would just be like standing over his shoulder or next to him, just calling out encouragements. Maybe do that. Maybe do this. Or maybe that would just be making it worse.
Balthazar
Backseat
would like to
tubing.
do a complex mathematical solution of the device.
I will sit down in the center of this church, and I will start the take 20 process, and I'll just kind of be like, guys, keep watch. I don't know if those like guys will come after us. If they do, we'll have to roll for it or hold them off. I don't know how long this is gonna take. What I could do is I could do a circle.
How are you proposing to do a complex mathematical equation?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I write down all the current faces in their current locations. And
Okay.
I don't know what.
You do a combinatorial analysis where it's 13, choose 13. Which is a lot of choices. That is,
Faust,
uh,
big brain.
I would like to cast a spell Pythagorean theorem. Wrong.
Incorrect. You just hear a loud incorrect formula. No.
They haven't discovered it yet. They haven't unlocked Pythagorean theorem yet. How long will this process take?
The
We
take
sit
20.
there and do this. Yeah,
Uh
I would have. If I rolled, I would have to get a 16 or higher, and that is not acceptable to me.
That's also like an 80% chance.
That's a good shot.
85
16
actually.
or higher,
Yeah, 85%. Oh.
Or
other way
higher.
around. Other way around.
it's
It's
25% chance.
There we go,
Don't give
there
me
we go.
that shit.
I thought you were saying 18 or lower, my bad. For some reason my brain was broken on the opposite direction. Yeah. What do you guys think? 10 minutes for the
About-
take 10
Wait, I'm
and
looking at it.
20.
How long does it take to do a standard like rolled attempt?
Can we take a short rest? And in that
Oh, you
time,
mean-
he is configuring the device.
You mean like a standard just
Like
like
if you were to just be rolling it over and over again, how long would each attempt take?
seconds? Or you mean
I
like
think it's got a 1 in 5 chance of successfully doing it just by like playing with it.
Oh, you mean like in real time? How long does it take him to move pieces and parts around?
Yeah, like how long would that individual attempt take? And then
I thought
would
you were asking how long it takes to
like,
roll a die. I'm like,
no, but like mechanically, like how long like is each attempt like in game, and then I'd multiply that by the number of attempts it would take for him to get 100% chance. Like probability wise, like in 5 chances he should be able, 5 attempts he should be able to get a 100% chance of getting it done. Like that's not how probability works 100% of the time, but
I mean, I think it could be as simple as doing 10 minutes to do the 10 thing, and then if you want, I would do like a short rest length for
the 20.
for a 20.
I
Way,
was
like
I was
people
more
could
asking
people
like
do their own thing, and then
what
one person is
what would you
focusing.
guys think of the rule going forward? Like as because this is going to be the way that this is the first time we've implemented it, so this is going to be the precedent for how this rule is going to be implemented in the future. I'm thinking that it was going to be originally.
It should not be easy.
No, originally I was going to say it was like 10 hours for the 10 and like 20 hours for the 20, but that seems a little deep. And
Right.
But 10 minutes
Maybe.
and 20 minutes seems a little short.
Yeah, I would
Well-
say maybe like an hour and 4 hours.
I would say limited use would be the better way to balance it. So a player
That's
can
true.
use a take 10, take 20, then they're
Once
done.
per-
They can once per game, or
how about it costs an inspiration?
that too.
But I don't think we have any.
I don't know if
Nobody's
we've ever been given inspiration, so it was just a thought.
Yeah, no, we were doing something with that, but I haven't been giving them out for a while now because people tended to forget that they existed. I don't mind the take 10, take 20, takes 10 minutes, it takes 20 minutes get in game time, but you only get to use it very rarely, or like in like
The level. You could
that was-
say.
What did you say, Jake?
I said instances where it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
Yeah.
really detract from the drama. All it does is just expedite the story a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if you want to take 20 minutes to do it, so or the take the
Fuck yeah.
me. So I'll say that you guys are sitting there and probably had enough time to clean up the space a little bit, because to answer your question from a while back, this corner still has actually it'd probably be cooled metal in it, Ash, because no one's been heating the bellows. So it's like this molten slag that's poured all over the floor from yourself, now that you kind of remember.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, we did do that.
I think actually the corpses were discussed.
I picked them up.
Going back into the goblins specifically, we're going back into the pocket rocket. So those aren't actually there. I need to put those in the pocket rocket.
I need them. Anything
No wonder
else
the
you guys
pocket
want to
rockets
take
smell.
too? Well, while I do this, like, feel free.
So yeah, what is everyone else doing while Franklin sits there and fiddles with this thing?
Well, given how nasty the pocket rocket is, I'm going to cast Unseen Servant and just have them start doing things.
That's a good idea.
Good job.
What things are they doing though? I need a little bit more, because
We're going to start with like piling the bodies into like a separate like. We're gonna like create like a sanitary zone where the bodies will be piled for like, I'm assuming, later necromantic use.
Or eating.
No, incorrect. Waste of resources.
I moved
All you need is the bones.
I moved you over to the pocket rocket so you could see. I'm very limited on space options here, so Unseen Servant takes
Sorry, are
no
those
responsibility. These are little tiny dinghies that you could you could go around on the lake that's inside the third beehive shape.
That's the
That's-
biosphere. Don't fuck with that
Exactly.
room.
Yeah. There's
Unless
also
you're planting something.
a sapling that looks like it's been growing
Fuck yeah.
for a little bit.
Actually,
So-
no. He doesn't want to go near that.
I need to like explore over here. Like, yeah, not there. Oh, can't just pick up and drag through there. Okay.
Oh, there's a Bob's old
Oh,
crocodile
yeah.
body just dumped into that. That's where you guys have been dumping bodies, is in the biosphere.
Oh
Good
yeah,
place to
that's
dump
right.
bodies.
Fertilizer.
Right.
I think-
While I sit there, can I point? Sorry, and then I'll shut up. I'll point out to Ash. Hey, you should check this thing out. I point at the floating head thing. Might be a great option for Bob. And then I shut up.
What is this space I'm currently occupying?
Where did you go? Oh, looks like you went into the void somehow. Was that? Yep.
What's it like?
I think what you did. Yep, I know what you did. This part here, that hallway that you were in just before that, over here, right? Oops.
Yeah.
I'm trying to grab you. Here. That I know
went
you.
through the-
I know you went over here.
Yeah.
That's not a space. That's like solid. That's my own fault for not putting something in there. So you can kind of see where you're standing at right now is like a hewn hallway, and there's a door that leads. Yep, there we go, and leads into another hallway that is the portal that's usually been where people first into the pocket rocket, but there's been a bit of intent, and you're just walking into the skeleton cage.
Into the what? I'm trying to.
Don't walk into the skeleton cage.
Okay, yeah, I'm not going into the skeleton cage then. Let me back. If it's a cage full of skeletons, I'm not going in there. I'm just exploring, like I'm trying to get vision on the damn place.
Yeah. It's you walk up to the door and it's a gate that from the other side you see the skeleton, the giant mass of bones that just up against the cage as
I'm
you
going
walk
to
closer to
pile
it.
the body. We're going to pile the bodies on like the island of the biosphere. I'm just. That's where we're going to put them.
Wait, but that's an ecosystem, yeah.
The fertilizer.
No,
Yeah, do
But-
we want that much
when they're
decaying in there?
temporary storage away from the
Must be an
food.
ecosystem full of bodies.
Like,
Yeah, don't worry. I'll take care of the meat of these corpses by the time we're done or ready for dinner.
he's going to just like give the unseen servant like a mop and just have it just do
Levitate them all and huck them in there.
Okay, so the unseen servant's cleaning up some
and
of
I'm going
the.
to walk around and use Presty to do the same thing. We're just going
Oh,
to tidy up this bitch.
Was such a pleasant
Faust is not doing this dirty shit.
Does it also prestidigitation? No, that's repair, right? That like will
No,
repair.
that mend is repairing.
Mend, that's the one.
Prestidigitation cleans.
Yep. So you're able to clean up a good bit of the viscera and gore as the bodies are drug into the other room, and there are you notice some breaks in the walkway that looks like there are rocks that were falling down. Some are bigger. A lot of the other pebbles and dust and dirt that fell down from above, though,
Also
is
do
being
know
easy
that
cleaned up.
just in case that's relevant. If anything's
Mm.
like obviously broken, it can be fixed that way.
So there are parts like here and here that were obviously broke from bigger rocks, like I was saying, that fell down just to the wooden floor. Nothing like super detrimental, but it is untidy. And
We're gonna do what cleaning cantrips and a first level spell slot can do, and that's what Faust is doing during this time.
and a few chairs and such. It looks like there may have been a rowdy bunch in the dining area at some point. And as you guys are kind of walking back and forth too, you're starting to get a feel of what the goblins have been doing more since you're spending a little bit more time in there with them. It seems like, besides they're finished mining upstairs. It seems like, or up the ladder, because they've been taking this minecart up and this minecart down. That's odd joined to a ladder that goes up it like a track. and some of them have been coming down to prepare food, or rather, greet this goblin who's behind the counter, and he'd been giving them prepared food and coming down over here to eat, and then going back up. You're not sure where they're relieving themselves, but you can smell it, and they've otherwise are hanging out and doing their other activities upstairs. It seems like I say upstairs, but you know what I mean.
Why do we keep so many of these things?
I tried to get rid of some, but I was told no.
I think we need a pocket
Great.
dimension porta potty.
I mean, we need to start growing food. Utilize
We
what we
do.
have, guys. That shit is
Self-sustaining
valuable.
pocket rocket.
I am not eating the goblins.
You don't have to. We have Githyanki. We also have regular food too, if you're a vegan.
Are aware that food can be conjured with magic, yes.
Yeah, I raised my hand. I have the ability to create any kind of food anyone likes with using this clay stuff. I haven't used it in a long time because we started eating
Problem
people.
solved then. Oh,
Well, some of us did.
Delicious people.
can you make a brisket out of that?
Sure.
Brisket.
But like after I do this thing so we could get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
This do get. It seems inappropriate to say, "Get the hell out of here."
That is a good point. Get the heaven out of here.
Ezra's just gonna huddle around basically give Franklin a backrest so he can just lean back and just focus and just huddle like a little
Oh,
ring
yeah.
tied morning.
That's very nice. Yeah, that's a puzzle. I'll figure this out over time. Yep. Anyone else want to do anything, Aganon?
He's at the bar drinking.
Bar drink.
Constitution check. We haven't had one in a while.
I know.
We've been beating shit up. We haven't had time to have a drink.
Oof.
The standing champion is Grand Dam.
So you fail your first Constitution check for drinking. You are now buzzed. There is a pinned thing if you were curious what the rule set on that is. It should be how to get drunk.
In what?
In the Discord.
I think it's in general.
In
Yep.
general. Okay, pin. Scrolling. Swimming underwater. Good versus evil. How to say. Sorry, it's taking me a while to find this.
Oh, you're all right. I was going back to it myself here.
Probably one of the first things that was ever pinned.
One of
Yeah.
the
Getting drunk and having sex, like one of the first two things we pinned.
we figured out how to do. It's outside of a normal rule set. Yeah, you're actually tipsy, not buzzed. But currently, you have advantage on charisma-based checks and saving throws.
Nice. Is it before or after the swimming underwater pin?
Gotta be before.
Oh, okay. I see a handwritten note, the World Journal, a music podcast, or the music/podcasts, and then swimming.
You're scrolling in the wrong direction. That's all the way at the top. The bottom is
I thought it was
beyond 20, and then the next
see,
thing up
okay.
is how to get drunk. So we figured out how to, connect roles between the things, but then we figured out how to get drunk.
Priorities.
So yeah, you're tipsy currently. If you
Sweet.
continue to drink, you may continue to roll.
He's gonna slow down and start kind of like wandering around to his glass. He's gonna wander over and look for some food over here.
And you'd found to probably for the bar itself, you'd probably found the goblin behind there. You were looking around, and he'd probably be like, "What you looking for?" And then you probably go ahead, tell me what you were searching for, alcohol wise.
I'm currently drinking eggnog, so he's feeling festive. Does this game follow like calendar year stuff? Is there a season that corresponds to our season or no? I guess that wouldn't make sense because the game moves slowly.
Yeah,
I mean,
I do whatever I want though. So, you're, especially when it comes to drinks, you're
Well, I don't know if he would actually know what eggnog is. So there was rum in my eggnog. He is drinking rum. Makes
so
sense for our campaign anyway.
yeah. You'd probably be looking for those things, and he goes. You probably just describe some sort of milky substance or the like that's alcoholic. And he goes, I got just the thing, and he goes over to one of the crates that are off to the side of the bar. That when he opens it up, there's a brisk air that comes out of it. And he pulls out a chilled-looking bottle, with a white substance in it, and pours it into a glass, and grabs from under the counter a clear liquid. Some spices that he pulls from over the other side. He
has
puts them
wandered away again.
all in the same glass, and shook them up, and then took the steam off the stove, just holding the glass over top of that, just to kind of heat it up just the smidgest, and then hands it to you.
Merry Christmas, my good fellow. A little overly friendly with the bartender here.
Just goes, I don't know what Merry or Christmas is, but I hope you like it.
Well, I'm feeling the former. And he takes it, kind of nods and thinks, and meanders off. Going this way looking for food.
Who did you said you wandered off again, Faust, or
No.
Agonist did.
You wandered away from your mic.
Oh,
I-
me. Yeah, sorry. I apologize. I keep forgetting because I have the headset on, and then I'm trying to use this new mic that doesn't move with me. But my headset is on so that I can hear you guys through my headset, but then the mic is stationary, so I just like walk away like I'm
Talk to
used
yourself.
to. Yeah.
Peace. I am outside, I assume, for all of this too. I don't want to do this in the pocket rocket, as we discussed.
Correct.
Curled up with Mizra.
Yeah. So Mame is out there sitting, watching Franklin do the thing, and like in general, just like keeping a general watch.
I'm sitting in your lap. If I can.
Yep.
I crawl up there, snuggle in, start to work. With Ezra right next to me, being like a little elbow, like a back pad, like a big pile. It's nice having a family, I say to you guys, who doesn't sell you to other people.
Oh.
You my friend. You my
You.
friend. If somebody tries to sell you, I eat them.
Yeah. Same. I look up. I think that's everyone. If anyone has anyone. Faust, what you doing?
Moved the bodies and
Oh yeah, cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm
And
being the fucking adult in this party.
We haven't had time to clean.
Mm,
Ash is the last one, I think, that hasn't said what
Oh, yeah.
it is that.
I am just hanging out with my baby, feeding them, and basically taking care of them and getting food back into myself. Like I think I'm gonna eat another mango because my health is pretty low.
And you're outside the pocket rocket too, if I remember correctly.
I was. My screen is showing the pocket rocket right now, though.
Yeah. I just moved. It was just easier to grab the whole bookmark at that point because that's
Okay, just making. But yeah,
And then,
yeah, I would just kind of find a place to like sit down, feed the baby, and eat a mango.
okay. That's definitely going to take like 10 or so minutes. If you wanted to do anything else.
The floating skull thing that's in the middle of this place, that's just a hologram, isn't it? Or was that an actual image? Because that was the thing Frank thinks Bob could take over.
Yeah, you go up and you run your hand to it, and it goes through. So through the image, and
Through?
yeah, through the skull. Yeah, it goes through the skull.
Yeah, I think I'd asked Bob the last time we were in here if he could take over the skull.
Oh, I was talking about the tentacle monster.
Oh,
The one that I
It
got
has
told I
a.
couldn't.
It is completely mindless right now.
oh, okay.
Bob
So yeah,
doesn't have like a full body, but he could be a physical floating head.
so
with whatever
definitely would
powers
have
it
been
has.
noticeable while we were in there, and while feeding Yoni, so I would ask Bob, be like, "Hey, did you see that one-eyed floating tentacle creature in the pocket room?"
Yeah. No, I don't think I've seen that yet, Mistress.
Okay. I'm gonna pop back in there with him and go find this creature so that we can have a look.
Do I get the puppy sit?
Are you inside the pocket rocket or outside the pocket rocket?
I'm outside.
Okay, yeah, I'll just put the baby down with you. If I'm be like, hey, do you want to watch him for just a second?
You see,
And
you see
I'm
Ezra's
guessing
got
that
flag
after he
and
just
all.
ate, yeah, he would just gleefully like reach for you, remembering who you are.
Yeah.
With the torque still in his mouth.
Yeah.
Baby speaks. You
Yeah.
stray from your path.
You should put that away in a box. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a dick about it, but he can play with it
Oh.
right now. But long term, that thing is dangerous. Minneapolis could be listening to everything we say.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I kind of thought that was the point, but yeah, I think he wouldn't like us. And I like trail off without saying it. I'm like, all right, give me that. And I'm just gonna, I don't know, give him something else to play with.
Let me see if I have anything to.
Oh, Ezra just would have switched his tail at him.
That would probably be pretty distracting for a little baby.
Tail.
Blood of Mame, goo, hair. We've got a tinderbox.
Do we have to roll to see
we
if we
have an
can
astral
entertain the
diamond.
baby?
We have an astral diamond if he wants to play with that. Though he might accidentally teleport to the infant tower.
Well, I have a bag full of gems that I thought about giving him, but I'm like, is that safe?
I have a
Just
small
poop 'em
axe.
out.
Just-
You have a small what?
That's good for babies, right?
Axe.
Small axe. Oh my god, that's
Axe.
amazing.
I
Maybe if we
actually
could
thought
sell
about
it.
giving him a club. Like just a little tiny club. What are they called? They're called
Like Bam
pitted?
Bam.
Yeah.
It's designed to look like a lollipop.
Ooh.
Yes.
Mm.
He does need to learn how to fight. The world is dangerous.
Ezra has a great idea. He's gonna reach down kind of pick him up, and then just flop him right down on his like on his side, like in his little right in the fur, just like look like he's gonna fall asleep. See if the baby imitates him trying to fall asleep. Nap time. Imitate nap.
I think at this point, Ezra should also have a parenting skill if I have a mothering skill.
Yeah, I
Ezra
mean,
has 2 pups. Ezra does
You-
have 2 pups.
you could make one. It is based off of that. What did we base it off of? I think you're-
Wisdom.
Okay,
Please, yeah,
yep,
please
that makes
don't
sense.
make it intelligence. Please don't make it intelligence.
That does make sense. Wisdom. And
Yeah.
as well, that I think yours should be increased by 1 by now, Ash.
Okay.
By 1 more on top of what you've already got. But so
that makes me a +7 to mothering now.
Wait a minute.
Getting better at it every day, guys. And after handing over little Enyo and Isol, I would pop back into the pocket rocket with Bob and wander over to the one-eyed tentacle creature and like hold Bob up to look at it. And I'm like, this guy right here. Do you think you could take this over and make use of it?
Oh boy. I could probably take it over. It has an eye. It seems to be. Wait,
Is this the baby speaking?
nope, you're probably drinking and walking
God.
by as Ash holds up a talking skull that is facing the tentacle creature and jabbering away. Its eyes are glowing with a kind of fiery light behind them, eye sockets rather, and it's talking, saying these words, and he continues to go on. Well, I could do it, but I don't know how pleasant it would be. I've not been in something like that before, but I assume its senses are unpleasant.
Unpleasant? How would they be unpleasant?
well, for one, I think it only has a mouth. I don't think it has any other orifice besides its eye. So you can imagine how uncomfortable that is. On top of that, all of its tentacles, as you can see as it writhes on the floor, move upon their own accord. They're kind of like having snakes attached to your own skin that move at their own will. They're just. I also believe this one looks like it's been set up as a conduit to another psionic being, if I'm understanding its sightless nature, it looks like there.
So, if it's a conduit, would you using this be unsafe?
Yes. I believe that if I were to leave the safety of the pocket rocket, that I would be subjected to whatever creature had possessed it before.
Oh. So,
As long as they're within range of that possession. It doesn't seem to have a mind of its own, to put it lightly.
so they would try to take control of the creature, and then it would pit the instructor's will against yours.
Yes.
And you don't think you could take that fight?
I don't know about that. Are we talking about Kai Shen? He seems to be on a whole other level. But I couldn't be sure.
All right, I guess we should forego it if you can't do it safely, because I'm not willing to sacrifice you as my assistant.
Aw, thanks, mistress. I love you too.
I give him a little kiss on the head and I flash him a boobie and then I hang him back off.
What the
Did Agnes see all of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really hide it. He's a little perverted skull, and I'm like, yeah, might as well keep him at.
and he just, as you're trying to put him back at your hip, he like rolls out of your grasp for a second and just buries his face in between your breasts and just without any lips.
He doesn't have any lips.
Agnes looks down at his drink, looks back up, and then holds it in front of his face to check to see if there's still as much as he thought left in the glass.
I do eventually get Bob
One
back
hell
down
for
to
a
my
reason.
belt. And I'm like, man, I hope we can find you a body soon, because you and I need to get drunk together. I say to Bob. As I pop back out of the pocket rocket.
Oh,
hear
hey,
him.
Ash.
Agreeing enthusiastically as she comes back out of the pocket rocket.
I guess he continues. Agnes continues to walk by, but he's not looking where he's going. He kind of like stumbles over some debris as he passes.
We did need to clean, didn't we?
Yeah, we've been keeping our room kind of a mess. Once I'm out of the pocket rocket, I'll tell Franklin. Like,
Right.
Bob thinks that it would be unsafe for him to take control of that vessel because as soon as he leaves the pocket rocket, the original host would try to take it back from him.
Is Bob here?
Yeah, he's hanging off my belt. And I kind of turn him so that he's looking at Franklin.
Hey, Bob.
I'm guessing Bob would probably say hi pretty
Oh.
purely.
Sorry, I was editing some other things. Oh, what's up?
Hey, sorry that one did work. I have another option for you, but I don't know how strong you are. Do you think you could take on an Angel or Empyrean? Like, and take them over?
Oh, well, maybe if they were restrained in some manner or fashion.
You could do that.
As well, that it should help that we are not of a similar alignment, which is something that I did worry about with that other creature. But I do believe that because it was a true creature, it was somewhat neutral enough for me to. But it would make it a little bit easier if we're talking about a good aligned individual as well. Just simply put, that I'm. It's going.
Would you like that? Would you want like a demigod body?
Well, I was kind of already in-ish one. I believe Flint was an Azamir. That was nice.
Oh God, I miss him. I hope him and his buddy are doing well. It's really brave of them what they did. They chose happiness over revenge. I can't do
I
that.
kind of let out a little snort, and I'm like, I mean, I guess if that's the kind of thing you go for.
It's beautiful.
last.
You don't like love stories?
Love stories are fun and all, but you don't gain enough from them. Ash says very cynically.
You're not wrong.
Hey, at least last time then, it was during like our escapades, you got a baby.
This is true.
Wait, is the baby
I think-
Flint's?
Yeah.
That
Because
could be his
I
new
let.
player. Oh God.
Yeah, because oh my goodness, I let Bob take my body for a joyride because he'd been trapped in the skull for like years and years without any taste buds or any other sensory organs. So I was just like, oh,
And
why don't you just jump in me and we get like drunk and stuff? And he was like, all right. And the first thing he did was chug an entire bottle of wine.
He used all
and
of the
then-
sensory organs.
Yeah, and then just the very first person of the opposite gender he found, he was just like, hey, do you want to have sex?
Right now.
All right.
And did Flint know who was occupying your body?
You got.
I don't think so.
Did hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. He just saw Ash approach him and like very nonchalantly, hey, do you want to have sex? And he was like, yeah, and I think he bent me over a table, and then Bob was hooting and hollering the whole time, and I'm just kind of like in the back seat of my own vehicle, being like, well, this is happening.
God.
And then Flint just fucked off and left you with 2 and 1 kid,
Yeah, he left me with a 2-headed baby.
and that he knew about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he knew it was him because I left it with him sometimes. I'm like, here, you help make this, and I would like leave him to babysit the baby and then go off and help somebody with something else. Because Flint also did spend a lot of time just getting drunk in hell because, well, he wanted to be back at the open seas, becoming king of the pirates or finding Thomas or Hamilton.
Well, if we ever find this Flint, you point him out, we'll have a word.
I'm gone.
Because like this is great and all, but on your own time. He holds up his glass. And kind of like waves a couple little. Where are you standing? Ping.
She was just moving out of the pocket rocket, but I assume that
Oh, okay.
could have transpired.
Like as she was walking out.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Alright,
it's
and then
all.
he'll wave bye to the baby as she leaves.
But she was. I'm just going back. Because her character token should still be there, so you could at least picture it yourself. Let me. And I'm bouncing back and forth between the maps. So she was standing like right here, so like right next to you, basically.
Alright.
But I would say that was about 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that probably took up some time.
Everybody touch hands.
Friendship.
Oh,
power.
so
I reach out and I hold your hand.
wait.
Ezra just
the-
kind of
the-
like sticks his tail out for somebody to hold.
Buckle
So
up.
Are you? Because Faust and Aganon are still in the pocket rocket.
Yeah, does that not come with us if
Oh,
I'm holding it?
duh. I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, nobody
I'll pick
really
up
needs to
Enyo
be
and
out here
Iko
with me, but they
and
are.
put
so-
him.
As I'm told to leave, but
Oh wait, did
No.
everyone leave the pocket?
It's-
Everyone left.
No.
Some people have. It's
yeah.
been like
so-
a mix and match.
yep.
I went outside
I'm gonna
because I
pick
don't want to cast it in the pocket rocket and then not either A, bring our house, or B, it not work.
Yeah, that's what I would worry would happen too.
Yeah, so I am
Alright.
outside, and
Well, if
then
there's
I
a
guess a
risk of
couple
being
people went
separated-
out to like. Oh, go
Okay, if
ahead.
there's a risk of being separated from the pocket rocket, Agnes is also going to go outside so he can stay with the group.
The pocket rocket is in someone's possession.
The big one's
Mame's
mine.
possession.
Not nice.
Oh, unless they gave it back to you.
Yeah, I was the last one holding it.
So it will be coming. It'll be held more than likely on your person at the least. So that's a given. You were touching it. It counts.
At the end of the 20 minutes, I go, obviously, and I take out my dark book and I write something in it. The equations that I wrote, and then I
and
enact
had
them.
check.
And had Faust check. Yeah, Faust, what do you think about these? He's inside. And then if I'm sure it's the right one and we're going to level 1, I hit the button. And I look up and I say, sorry, Kaishan, sucks to suck.
it does.
You just see the hologram skull that you realize now is in the middle of the room, grinning even wider than a skull should be able to grin. Good luck, assholes! As you disappear. That's a perfect way to end the session. Great session, y'all.
I would like to do one thing at the end.
Yeah.
As we take a long rest. I'm going to take a quick short rest first. So an hour, just to get my 5th level spell slot.
I assume we teleport somewhere safe.
Yeah, I assume we would teleport and then, find a hole to hide on.
Yeah, I mean, you could make a note of it, but I have not Actually, I have created where you guys are going to go. If you want to briefly see that, but
That's
might
fine,
not
but I
be
think
obvious.
intent is just find somewhere quiet,
Okay.
like somewhere out of the way, whatever that
And
needs to
take
be.
a nap.
So, I hadn't expected this turn of events, but luckily I've planned for it.
Then it sounds like you did expect it.
Well, I've taken the approach that like there is a possibility of things happening, so there's
Mhm.
things that I should mainly map wise. That's what I mean by
Yeah.
I've taken some directive thought towards what this thing should be in that direction.
Yeah.
You
I also
guys
try to be a little clear about like what we're trying to do, but sometimes it's just so chaos.
Oh, I get it. You guys are holding hands, or what you doing, by the way?
Holding hands. I assume I'm using the cube, so people are touching me somehow and holding hands.
Yeah, I would
we
reach
got
out and touch
chain.
Franklin. I'd put Enzo and Eno on Ezra's back, and then reach out and grab Ezra's tail.
My bugs all hold hands.
Aganon
I'm
will scritch
assuming
Ezra
Franklin's
behind
still
the
sitting
ear.
on my lap, so I don't have a choice.
Oh, okay, I see.
You can say no.
Go here.
I'm a big boy. I can sit by myself if you don't want me to sit in your lap.
I mean, I didn't say no.
Just want to make sure. I don't want to offend you. You're important to me. To all of us.
Oh, okay, that's why.
We're a family.
Yeah, no, you know, Mama's just sitting there like, right, didn't ask for it, but not necessarily mad about it, but like, just sitting there.
That's life.
So you got Franklin on your lap, and Franklin, you're holding Ash's hand, and Ash, you're holding on to Ezra and Enyo and Easel. It sounds like is what I'm hearing as you touch the side of the cube that you solved that you're pretty sure corresponds with the first level of hell. It shifts color. It actually turns into a big symbol of like a circle with a cross through it, and then it shifts color into the second level of hell's color because that seal hasn't been broken and you can't go through the second level you can't go through the second level currently because it is still sealed to the first level.
Oh, okay.
So just as a hats off explanation. So then you're the next thing you
Shoved
know
that one down.
is that you got right under your feet before was like a stone, and then you feel this falling sensation as everything kind of go your consciousness is still there, but it's kind of like you guys that are all touching can see each other, but around you is all black. It kind of just it's only a brief sensation of almost free fall before you get your feet back under you. Roll me dexterity saving throws.
Eee.
It's great to be Ezra. Dexterity. Oh.
13.
25 and a 17. Emily or Aganon, you're good. You're inside the pocket rocket. You guys felt the fall.
Dexterity
Actually,
saving?
you know what? You guys should probably get it too. Yep.
Yeah, would gravity just kind of disappear for a second inside the pocket rocket?
Yep.
Hmm.
Do I still have a goblin open?
Well, it depends on the physics of the pocket rocket, but sure.
Right? Like if you shake the pocket rocket, does the inside shake? We could kill so many people so quickly.
Yeah.
We should
Everybody
make
get
our
in.
own pocket dimension
Shake,
that's
shake,
just
shake,
Yeah,
shake,
the
shake,
pocket
shake.
rocket could have its.
Own gravitational field?
Well, I feel like the pocket rocket should have its own gravity because because then if you flip it upside down, that means like the ceiling would become the floor, and that just isn't that's like useful for us.
Right.
I
'Cause
agree with
people have
you.
shoved it up their butts too.
Yeah. I'll just have to rely on your telling me that that's something that can be accomplished with magic, because I tried to look into it for the science reasons, and I have not yet.
Yeah,
found
totally
my
can.
way. Okay, thanks. So yeah,
This
has-
is science.
Jazz hands.
Science, yeah, magic. It's a
Jazz hands.
magical place.
Magic.
so yeah,
No
science and magic go together.
Yeah.
you're all kind of shaky on your feet, including those in the pocket rocket. I didn't see yours, Faust, but I'm assuming you didn't get below like a 5.
Oh, what am I rolling? Sorry.
Dexterity saving.
Dexterity is a +4, so that's not likely to happen. Yeah, I'm good.
Cool. You guys are all kind of like your knees are bent. You kind of got that stance of almost like you're surfing for a second, but those in the pocket rocket, you guys are fine right after that sensation. Those outside, you see a bright, blinding light that seems to focus on your irises, especially compared to where you were in the dim lit caverns. Now, as your eyes kind of readjust, you see around you you're inside of a small basin. It looks like in a very dry, deserted region outside of the basin. But there's a bit of greenery around where you're at right now. It looks a bit like a tiny oasis, and you're standing in front of a door to the Dusty Mummy. It reads.
Oh,
Hell is such a.
Oh, there's always a bar wherever we go.
I know. If
Yeah,
hell has one thing, it's bars. And I kind of just
Focus
stand
down.
up straight, and I'm like, another bar for me to take over.
Read the franchise.
What was Faust saying?
All right.
What was Faust saying? Don't go yet, Mommy. I have
I didn't
something
hear
for
Jack.
you.
Oh, that might have been me.
Oh, Faust.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, Faust
After like
and
the tumble and commotion, can Aganon try to crawl out of the pocket rocket to figure out what's going on?
you took off your torque. It's in the thing, you know. The only person that I know too that kept their charm was Ash. So you could go back to the box and take out your torque and take the poop symbol charm off of it and use it as you tried in the past.
Oh, it's attached to the torque,
Yep.
and that's the only way to get
Like
in
a
and out of the pocket
keychain.
rocket.
And you can take it
that's-
off.
Okay. Then yeah, he's gonna get that and try to climb out of the pocket rocket because it tumbled around, right?
Yep. Well, it didn't tumble around, but you just kind of felt like gravity wasn't there for a second. Your vision went black, and then your vision came back, and you felt almost like you fell a short distance, just but still
He's gonna
standing in the
try
same
to-
exact spot you were, you know.
Yeah. So he's gonna try to crawl out, and I'm imagining he's crawling out as they were talking about the bar, and he sticks his head out and he's like, "Bar? Where?" He's still got his drink in his hand. Oh, what a
You-
pleasant surprise!
There's
Tumbles out.
one every time at every level, it seems.
There's
Ash
what?
always tries to buy them. A bar at every level. Ash tries to buy them. Not the last one because we blew it up. I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't
Allegedly.
don't tell any of the goblins I said that.
These are some well-designed.
Somebody
levels.
blew it up, and it was crazy.
Yeah,
Totally.
I don't know how we survived, guys.
carefully.
Well, glad to be on this level then, and not that one.
Same.
Yeah, so we
Gotta-
have made it a step closer. So I guess this is the point where we call it, and then next session we investigate and figure out how to get to the level 1.
Yeah, but can I do so? If we're long resting here, Franklin is gonna cast Dream, and we'll target the Admiral.
Okay. And continue.
If
to
we're
cast it.
allowed to long rest here, I don't know if we are.
And continue to cast it, I'm guessing is what you mean until it takes.
Yeah, I don't know when she next long rests, but I send a dream out to her.
Right.
So whenever she next long rests, she will have an experience.
Oh goodness. Just remember that you did that. 'Cause I won't.
Actually, you will, because Mime sat at the table.
Yeah.
And so now everything
I
that
saw you.
Olivia is aware of and knows, Mime is aware of and knows because of sitting at the table.
Is this the
So wait, is
table?
that like ongoing or is that
Yes.
from Eurythmic Veracity and before?
No, this is an ongoing new thing.
This,
Oh, it's not like
well,
downloads
this
every
is
time you
from-
sit.
Okay.
Sorry. This is from the this Eurythmic Veracity, the 6 people who sat.
That's including
that
Ash.
top table.
So Ash would be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to talk to Ash too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll hunt you down after I send out this spell.
Okay.
But we can do that next time if you want. Because it is late.
Yep.
But up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one last piece of knowledge drop.
Next time.
While you're dropping is just this is the second level of hell. Like I said, lust.
Last.
which you guys
Oh,
would be aware
Oh
of.
boy.
it's my time to shine.
It is much drier than I expected.
Ezra might be okay in this level. No, he won't. He's got he's got no riz.
Franklin's gonna have to learn the lesson of
Language of-
lust.
Language of
I've been,
love.
I've been in the smart people level of hell. I've been in the
The
freaking
birds and the bees.
the freaking now the sexy level of hell. Where can we get to the strong level of hell? Strong people. Let's.
It's unfortunate we will not
Where-
learn from the Ring of Wrath.
I think we were there.
Wait,
Yeah.
were we there? Were we at that? Like,
I can't
Anger.
remember all of the levels. Wrath,
You guys-
anger.
Oh yeah.
You
don't we
guys
have a
were-
little map?
That's-
Yeah, anger, wrath.
Yeah,
That's
you
where I
guys
got
were.
all my bugs.
Yep, on the 5th level.
Yeah. That was fun. Great place. That's where I sold my head to a ghost.
That's where we got
First-
the
Oh
alligator.
yeah, that's where the angry dwarves were. That's where the baby was born, on the level of anger.
That's right.
I just raged that baby right out of me.
Let's attempt to not gain any new party members through that method, and get out of here alive.
As
As soon as we landed,
I don't even want to think about what kind of venereal disease exists on the ring on the level of life.
Oh my god.
as soon as we landed, Franklin suddenly got like 3 hairs on his on his mustache, like a really shitty one. Oh, I didn't know that could happen when I was undead.
Apparently you can't escape puberty no matter what.
Nice. Well,
Good sesh, y'all.
excellent session. We've
Oh, yeah.
escaped another level of hell
Yeah, good.
handily.
Good.
Goodbye, hell.
We're
I
almost
feel like
out.
escape is a strong word. We have shifted our location.
We need to hurry.
Looking for an
though.
exit.
It's
We need to
occurring to me
hurry.
that it's occurring to me that if like this follows like the standard like Dante's Inferno levels, the first level of hell is just a bunch of dead babies, and this is gonna suck.
Oh god.
But if it follows D&D levels of hell, there's a war
There's
zone.
a war zone.
There's a
Hey,
map.
Ezra,
We have a
Ezra
map.
is so happy. Ezra would be so happy if it's a war zone.
I
It's-
do
it's
own
much-
a book that tells me what it is, but
It's much closer
No.
to the D&D one. Then I'll give you. I'll
all right.
give-
So no dead babies, unbaptized babies, and virtuous pagans. Okay.
No,
We
that's
have
not
the map
So
somewhere.
Ezra's gonna be happy when we make it to the first level of hell. He's gonna be so happy.
handout Manipulus. The
Levels of hell.
Yep. Good night.
I guess I could
Good
learn
night.
handouts, but I like learning about worlds by experiencing them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We won this thing. Level
Yeah,
2 last.
Hopefully I'll have Cloud Kill so I can go realize this character's full potential.
Level 1 the lost.
Biological warfare.
Chemical warfare, but yes.
Yeah.
Sexy Satan on 9. We're gonna leave him behind. We'll
Well,
come back
I
for
think
you,
the person he was
Sexy
supposed to
Satan.
marry got killed.
Oh, that's right. So level 1. Well, I'll let you find out about it. Ugh, we just need to get out quickly.
I do own a, but then again, Faust does own a book on this. I suppose I should look at it so I can know these things.
Yeah, I need to create some stats for you on that. I was realizing I made a note to myself because it just says book right now with
Book.
like a general description.
If there's actual stuff to it, that would be cool. But
Isn't that where you didn't you? Isn't that the one you got from the table, right?
it's the one I took from the table? Yes.
Yeah, that's why I need to create stats for you. Don't worry, I will get on
Okay, so
it.
it's an actual magic.
Which which
Oh, yeah.
book? Which exact book did you take? Monster Manual, Player Handbook.
It was the Keys to Hell or something like that. It was like an infernal and described hell and also the use of the device, but didn't give me enough of a use that I can just use it, I guess.
That's right. I actually forgot that, and we should have probably written that down. I'm gonna write it down now too, so that I. It might make it a lot easier for you to solve through those. Basically, is what I would say. Yeah, and then now that I at least kind of have a note to myself to create it, I can come up with a bit based upon what we've been talking about to like the roles and
We're locked.
lessening them.
We're locked from level 1 now, just because there's a closed gate, right? We can only go to the ones that are unlocked.
With this key that you have, correct, yeah.
Okay. We need to get out. We need to get out quickly.
Get out, kill the gods.
Well, we need to get out because the other side is trying to close the door and keep it closed.
Maybe we should
They
be
are?
asking Bob more questions.
Yeah. Franklin knows this now too. But yeah, we should ask Bob more questions too. There's another team. I'll say this. I'll explain it to you. There's another team that's like your equal but opposite, sort of. And they are, last I remember, the city that they were being friends with was being attacked by the PNC, the guys at level 1. So they are probably taking some sort of retaliatory action. And if it was me, which it is, I would probably try to stop the stem or the tide of enemy combatants at the source. So we should just, I don't know how much time we have, but we have a limited amount of time before it becomes much harder.
Faust is just looking at you.
I look
like you're
back.
spewing nonsense.
I know. You haven't woken up yet. And I hold your hand and I look at Ash. He doesn't know.
He hasn't got to
He
be to
will.
one of those nice tea parties yet.
Yeah.
Surrounded by lunatics and fools. We carry on, I suppose.
That's just like
Now I'm wondering, is there a way we could like forcibly awaken our companions without them being at this event?
I
Like,
have
we've been there enough time.
reality.
Granddad
I have
wants butt
tea.
nudging. Granddad
Oh!
wants butt nudging.
Oh,
You've
you
tried
won't
using
need
it
much
already.
nudging?
Granddad won't. Faust is a man of science and will resist with everything he has.
It's just literal magic.
Magic is just science.
Look at that
and the
giant
world will
skeleton
exist.
monster.
Yes, it is an amalgamation.
Look at
of
me.
energies. You are a fiend of some manner. Science and magic are not are inseparable in a universe where they coexist.
Then why don't you believe?
In what?
I don't know. That's up to you, man. I'm not your god.
I don't have.
In fact, that's a good way to think about it. I don't like them. Think they're mean. They make us kill each other.
They
I
can be
dropped.
kind of dicks.
I drop someone into a well and then drop rocks on them just to make them gods happy.
I kind of look over at you.
Ezra's
Give
like,
you a dirty
"Yeah,
look.
what's wrong with that?
Off topic, getting out of character. We
I
used to
killed
go to this thing-
myself.
We used to go to this thing that was called. It was just the challenge, and basically the shop would run a level 20 dungeon, but you had level 10 characters. And last time I participated, I made a cleric in Pathfinder. I didn't tell anybody what kind of cleric, so I'm just going through and I'm healing everybody. The premise is last four to the end, like last four people to die in this dungeon go into PvP and
Battle Royale.
battle royale it out. I managed to survive by just agreeing with these other players that, like, I'll be your healer, I'll keep you alive if you keep me alive. And they agree, and we get to the end, and that's when I reveal to them that I spent all of my character creation gold on a +2 greater striking glacial greatsword that I was a war champ, a war cleric of Gorham.
Mm.
I changed all of my spell slots over to harm and went to town on them.
Oh god.
One
That's
person
excellent.
jumped out of a window rather than try and fight me. It was
That's
so
excellent. That's kind of been like the growth of Franklin, because in the start he was like a backliner, healing people, giving them like opportunity attacks, and then just over time he got more and more aggressive. And
like just. By the way, I forgot to tell you. Character
And-
hit like a freaking because in Pathfinder 2nd edition, like clerics feel more like war clerics play more like paladins than paladins do.
nice.
And I think that's somewhat, not to give too much of what you're doing, Rick, away, but I think that's what you were saying you're going to tell everybody too, is not the dungeon, like that exact dungeon, but the idea of a level 20 dungeon with level 10 characters is what you were saying.
Oh yeah.
Be the vibe is he was wanting to do something similar to that. So expect to die. It's going to be great.
So I need to build Sherlock Holmes.
It's gonna hurt a lot.
All right. Let us know. Is there items involved or no?
Oh yes. I will be.
I'll
rolling
look
out-
on the
Character
thing.
creation specifics, and I will be.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, Jacob. You know how my creations go.
Are you going to let me, if you're doing your our creations in this, can I roll in with the gunslinger wizard? No, I'm going to roll in with the Oath of the Iron-Blooded. Never mind.
Yeah, but
Gotta
say you
drop.
forgot about
Have a
that.
good
You
night,
forgot
all.
about that one.
Good
Night.
night.
Night, y'all.
Yes.
No.
8
See ya.
Yo.
pieces.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.